Do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you.
This is Dr. Willie Jolley.
And this is Dee, Taylor-Jolley.
We're the authors of the book Make Love,
Make Money,
Make It Last, 10 Secrets to Shape a Great Marriage. We want to invite you to get the book at jollymarriage.com.
Welcome.
Let's get going. We got a lot to talk about. We want to let you know in advance, we're pre-recording this show for this holiday time. And so we have some family time, people coming in town. So we decided to pre-record it so we have, focus on all of the family, and our little grandson.
All right, our title for tonight.
Little grandson, we eating him up. Anyway, I tell y'all can always send us your issues, your situations. Here's one that came to us.
Our title tonight
is
Romance or Room and Board.
Ooh.
Are you in a hobo-sexual relationship? You're like,
let's say
what?
that again. Hobo, Hobo -sexual relationship. Let's make sure you clear. Now, what is that? Have y'all ever heard about it before? I had not, but I heard about it now. Why don't you tell them what it is?
And I went down the rabbit hole to get more information and talk to several people. And Miss Cheryl Reagan,
yes,
who's our marketing person, introduced us to it some time ago.
She said really? She had told us about it, but we got it for this one, for this point. Ooh, that communication.
So, tonight we're talking about it's grown folks talk. Okay. And so
what is this thing, hobo?
Okay.
What did you tell people what it is? Because some people like me, before she told me what it was, I said, a what?
It's a relationship where one of the people in the relationship is providing the shelter, maybe the driver like Uber, maybe the ATM, and don't know that they're being used.
Oh, it's being used. I know there's usually some favors are given in exchange.
It is one-way communication in terms of what you share. Your home, your food, your finances, your automobile, and the interesting thing is that the other person doesn't know it. The person who's giving,
who's the pigeon.
I did not say that. Is unaware.
Doesn't think they're all up in love.
So basic ground rules. We're not.
Okay, let me.
Not shaming.
All right, let me make clear. I'm clear what you're saying. So let's just assume a lady has a beautiful home. She meets a guy who says, "Hey, you look good. You're pretty. I want to have some time with you." And they start dating, but he always spends the night over there.
Things move very quickly.
All right.
And
then he needs to play. It's wintertime is coming.
Okay. It is important.
Wintertime is coming. He needs somewhere to stay warm.
The research says it's not that it's somebody who's necessarily broke. Okay.
Oh.
So we're not saying it's somebody who is necessarily broke.
They're just homeless.
No, they use romance and intimacy as a strategy for free housing.
Oh, for free housing.
For free housing, to help pay the bills, and for a certain kind of lifestyle.
So they find somebody in a nice area who's single, and then they kind of move in.
Before you know it,
they've
been involved with you for a couple of weeks, and then the toothbrush is there, and then the shoes under the bed.
They brought them out the trunk of the car. Ooh.
And before you know it, and when you start to feel uncomfortable, the romance, the time, and the attention,
and the sex,
quiets down any uncertainties that you might have. Okay. So let's clarify here. It's not that you're with somebody and they lost their job and you are supporting your partner until they get back on their feet. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that the couple has agreed that, okay, I will pay more of the mortgage note or the rent than you because I have the resources to do so, or more as you adjust to your new lifestyle or new position or something. We're not talking about that. It is a pattern. It's a pattern. So there are people who actually do this. There's a pattern of people who sometimes they call it love bombing. I love you, time and attention, all this other kind of stuff. And then they disappear when the money and the resources dry up.
Or they disappear when the weather gets better.
My research did not say that.
I'm throwing in stuff. Now, hobo, got no home, or don't want to pay for housing.
So
sexual. And I'm giving sex in exchange for housing. But the person who is on the other side doesn't realize that they're being taken advantage of.
Right.
Is that right?
Yes. So now let us look at some red flags.
Okay.
So this really is
wow.
For people who are
Woo.
maybe have gone through divorce and are now starting to get out there and become involved in relationships, or there's single people, because we do have single people who ask us questions too.
Yeah.
So what should you be looking for? What are some red flags? Okay. They move in quickly.
Okay.
So you don't know somebody along. Is a month a long enough time for somebody to move in?
I don't know. I don't know. I was never in that line of work. I never lived with anybody. I never moved in with anybody.
You live with your mama?
I live with my mama. I lived with my mama till I met you and married you. And then we lived with my mama for a year.
Yes, we did.
But we moved to our home.
Yes, we did. So a quick move in.
Okay.
And whatever quick is it a couple of weeks? Is it a month? How long do you need to know somebody before you trust them enough to move into your comfortable space?
But they're confidence folks. People, they're con men. A con man is a confident man. Get your confidence quickly. Give you sweet nothings. Whisper sweet nothings. Ooh, or it could be a woman who gets with a man of means. They would call that person a gold digger. Who is,
and it can be a man or a woman.
This hobo-sexual could be male or female. But we would usually call a female who is maybe not in love with a gentleman, but he has means and she's taking advantage of those.
And he pays.
He pays stuff. Then we call that person typically a gold digger. We really don't hear men being called gold diggers per se. You think of women, but now we got a name. We got a name for the man. It's a hobo-sexual if he has no home. But he could be a gold digger, or he could be a user.
But he could be a woman too.
Yeah, it could be. But it could be a user. That's how he does have a home. But he got a home that ain't nice. He might be.
Or maybe he has a room.
He might have a room, and she got a house. Come on.
That part. Okay. So we got to get to
finish that. I got to get to what you do about it. Go ahead.
So they move in quickly, whatever quickly is to you.
Yeah.
And they have no concrete, no definite plan. There's a crisis. There's always a reason why they can't keep a job. My boss didn't like me. That's an extenuating circumstance where they lost a job. You said it's somebody who might not have lost their job, who got a job, or who working every day but don't have a home, or live with their mama, or something. But first of all, there's nothing wrong with living with your mama.
Nothing wrong with living with your mama.
And what you doing?
Right. You got no house, and mama saying get out. Mama said you got to get out of here, and he said, "Oh, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go?
Okay,
I'm gonna meet that girl."
Emotional.
She got a house.
Emotions turn up when you get close to I'm supposed to be leaving. You get extra sweet, extra sex. Because you want them to feel bad about your getting ready to leave. And you know what? You don't leave. Next, you make no meaningful contribution to the household.
Mm.
But you might be thinking, I mean, the person who is this hobosexual might be thinking, my presence is enough. My presence, my love,
My
however
sex.
shallow.
My sex is
my
enough.
sex is enough.
Woo.
That's my contribution.
Mm. And here's the thing. Sometimes it is. Because they allow them. You know, the old saying, don't complain about what you allow. Come on. I'm going down a path here. I'm getting ready to go down a path of solution. Go ahead, though.
Okay. They don't take the initiative to contribute. How much is so-and-so? How much is the what's
the electricity? What's the
utility bill? Let me handle that for you. Mm-hmm. Oh, let me take you out to dinner. They don't volunteer to do any of that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They're very sly about how they handle that. Uh-huh. Okay. And they guilt you when you set limits. They make you feel bad. Well, Christian woman, you know, there are a lot of single women in church who get caught up in relationships, who want to fix somebody.
Oh, Lord.
Hello.
Trying to fix them. Trying to make them right. Ooh. Okay.
I need to fix this person. I know that I can help this person, right? Mm-hmm. And you get caught in that trap. You don't want to do that.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Now, the question becomes, if that sounds like you, or you know somebody that sounds like, you have to say, well, why do you allow that? Mm-hmm. Huh? Why do you allow that?
Why?
Fear of being alone. And a lot of people, they might not admit it, but deep down inside, I don't want to be alone.
I just don't want to be lonely. You ever heard that song?
No, dear.
Because she wasn't a music listener back in the 60s.
Talk radio.
Yeah.
Talk radio is where you get your information from. What he was doing, he was grinding in the basement.
See?
That's what you told me.
Red light in the basement. We had a party. It wasn't me just grinding. It was all of us. We was doing the.
What were you doing that? What were you doing that? Grinding in the basement.
In my corner. That was 7-minute long slow song. You could grind.
You know how many minutes it was?
7-minute long song.
All right, let's get back to this.
Some of the old heads know what I'm talking about.
Why would you tolerate this situation? If fear of being alone. You want to save somebody, the savior syndrome, which many faith-based, and I say women tend to fall into conversations with, well, I'm helping him along. I'm saving him from himself. I'm gonna, turn him into, I'm gonna help him become a Christian, get him saved.
Okay.
And I think that can.
And they're gonna do that by having sex with him.
Well, I'm not.
That is as Skip and Beverly Little, the marriage ministers at First Baptist Church of Glen Arden, who do a great job. They have a class on. So you think you want to get married before you get to class with premarital, but you just think you want to get married, and they go in a deep and hard and say, yeah, you didn't pass that test. You can't go to the next class. Anyway, they would say to that. Anyway, go ahead.
So excuse me.
Bless you.
Your sense of self-worth. You might not really feel good about yourself. And then you search for somebody to make you feel good about yourself.
And you accept because you don't feel good.
Anything.
Right. You take stuff, the red flags are there. And yet, because you don't want to be lonely, that's good. Mm-hmm. You get the savior syndrome. Mm-hmm. And then you have low self-esteem. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what are we going to do about that?
Here's what I say. Now, can I get to?
Okay, go ahead.
So here's what I say to the person who sent this. Is there a red flag here because this person? Yes, there is. And you got to ask them, where's your home? Let's go to your home and, hang out there some evening. See if they got a home to hang out. If they don't have a home to hang out, well, where you been living? Oh, you don't have anywhere to live. Oh, now it makes sense. So you got to do your little due diligence. And I understand you don't want to be lonely, but you know what? Sometimes it's better to be lonely than to be used. Oh, that one said something. Better to be lonely than to be with somebody who don't love you and is just there because you got conveniences. You got perks. That's what I say. You want to be with somebody who cares for you. It's better to love and lose than not love at all. But you at least love and it's getting back and forth and not one-sided.
I think you have to. You don't want to be used. That's different.
It's different than being loved and it just don't work out. Okay, I mean, we've all been in a relationship maybe that didn't work out. Okay, but to be used with it, you are just a convenience for that person, and they really couldn't care less about you. Then you don't need to be with that person. You don't need to be with that person. So this show is focused on single people. You know, in the book, we got a whole chapter on single people for those who are not yet married. Oh, speaking of, let me do this right now before I forget, because we'll run out of time. On December the 6th, we're going to do a relationship enrichment summit in Cleveland, Ohio. Some of you might be looking or listening or know somebody in Cleveland. Saturday to December 6th, I'm going to be in Cleveland. I'm going to be speaking on the 7th at Mount Zion United Church of Christ with my friend Paul Sadler.
Reverend Paul Sadler.
Reverend Sadler is retiring, and he's having a month of celebration in his last month of ministry, and I'm kicking off that month. And here's the interesting thing. He was the guy who did premarital counseling for Dee and I.
Rather unorthodox at that.
Premarital counseling. He and I, we friends, meet Dee. He's very impressed with his dignified and very socialized lady. I go to the bathroom and he says to her, while I'm in the bathroom, you seem to be a very nice lady. Very nice. I'm impressed. He and his wife, I'm very impressed. You know, he ain't got no job. He a singer. He's singing. He ain't got no job. He's singing around town.
We talk about that now.
Yes. So anyway, to this day, but I'm gonna be at his. But we're gonna do this relationship enrichment summit on Saturday, December.
So where do they get information?
JolleyMarriage.com/summit.
Okay.
JolleyMarriage.com/summit. You know somebody in Cleveland? Oh, you want to come to Cleveland?
So some help here. So what do we do?
Now what do we do?
Set boundaries.
Okay.
And that can be difficult to do. So 3 categories.
Well, first boundary is to find out where they living. Take me to your house? Let's go over your house tonight. Oh, it's not clean. No, that's okay. My sister there. That's okay. Let's go. And if they can't produce a house, bang, bingo. Go ahead.
So maybe they have a room in the house, but the key is so it's home, it's heart, and it's money. So home, you want to find out where they live.
Yep. Okay.
Go over there with them.
And if they got nowhere to go, then you got a bingo. Okay, we get it. You didn't have a home. You're a hobosexual. Go ahead.
Okay. With the heart, why don't we just slow this? I'm really into you. Why don't we just slow it down?
Right.
Not ready for you to put the shoes under the bed.
Right.
And toothbrush.
Maybe you come once a week, one night a week. Then if they say, oh no, I got to stay every night. I got to be with you every night. No. And you can't go over their house. No, that ain't gonna work. Okay.
And then money. Who's paying for what?
Okay, let's talk about it. You better talk about it. You better talk about the money. Well, if you're gonna stay here. Then let's talk about how
how you might stay.
How you might stay.
It sounds like we could work this out, but then we have to share expenses. That's the money talk.
That's right. It's a money talk. You got to have the money talk.
So it's heart, home, and money.
But Skip and Beverly say they shouldn't be living together anyway. I'm not going to say nothing about that. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, that's it.
That it?
Yes, sir.
All right. So I hope this conversation
will introduce this new term. Hobo-sexual, and is a real thing.
It's a real thing.
And in many instances, it's the male who who slides on into the female. So you can look up more information related to that.
Yeah.
And how to handle it. Okay?
How to handle it. My recommendation is take it slow. And number two, though, there have been lots of people who said, don't rush into sex when you meet somebody.
It clouds your thinking.
We say in the book, you got to have a 5-day test, a 30-day test, and a 6-month test, so that you don't rush into this, because it makes you loony, makes you not clear-minded. So if you don't have the book, if you're single and don't have the book, get the book. Get one for you and one that you have on the coffee table for that person who is coming, and say, you got to read this book on how to treat me. Okay. How I like to be treated. Read the book. Let's talk about it. Okay. And therefore you have some resource. I want to thank you, as we said earlier, because this is Thanksgiving week. We wanted to spend time with family here. And so we pre-recorded today's show, but you can put your comments in.
And we will respond.
We will respond. Put them in the comments, in the chat.
And we're over time.
All right. And we got to go. This is our joy to be with you. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us.
And
any comments, and we will respond.
Yes. Go to jolleymarriage.com, see the TED Talk, get the book. And if you want to repair your relationship, jolleymarriage.com/events for the relationship repair series. jolleymarriage.com/events for the relationship repair series. She's hitting me because she said our time is up. She beating me up. I'll see y'all later. God bless you. Have a nice evening.
Jolley out.
Jolley out.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you.